most people breathe in ways that just enhance poor performance. What does that mean? Most people breathe shallow into the upper chest and way too fast. If you breathe often per minute, that increases your chance to have anxiety, trigger stress, and poor performance is absolutely going to be the base to your lifetime. So if you breathe too fast, if you breathe too shallow, if you breathe too high into your upper chest, we need to make a change. In this video, I'll guide you through how and why you have to change your way of breathing based on the Oxygen Advantage method by Patrick Mark Kon. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to breathe low, low, and deep. LSD, the LSD breathing, low, slow, and deep, is going to help you to affect your nervous system in the best possible way so that you can learn how to focus better and increase your oxygen delivery. With simple cues, you're going to retrain your breath right now. And if we learn how to connect the LSD breathing, low, slow, and deep, with your performance, we're going to trigger your emotional intelligence, which is going to help you to breathe way less, which is key to perform more and better. Okay, so if you have been following my channel so far, in the first videos where I was speaking a lot about philosophy and how we can think and access breathing, I was telling you to lay down and work on your breath, to sit down, touch your ribs, and feel your ribs expanding. I was asking you to slow down your breathing while you're walking in the first 5 minutes in the training schedule for this week. I was saying, go for a walk for 10 times a day. Yes, actually, that would be perfect. But let's say you manage to do 1 or 3 times a day. The first 5 minutes should be devoted to slow breathing, to low breathing, to deep breathing. If we think of the rib cage being this, yes, most of the people will only breathe into the upper area, right underneath your collarbones. Why is that a problem? This is a problem because if you are fighting on a fight and then you go into the fight with a shallow breathing into the chest, breathing underneath your collarbones, your neck is going to tense, your throat is going to close, your frontal cortex is going to shut down, and you're going to have a really bad time in the ring or on the mat. So let's go back to the rib cage. If this is the rib cage, you want to try to breathe into the lower part of your ribs. Your ribs are not in the front part. You touch this area, there is no ribs in this area. Your ribs are in the back area. So your back, all the ribs in your back, these beautiful ribs, these are the ones that you want to fill up with oxygen. I'm not going to show you my six-pack, but in this area. So touch this area of your ribs for now. Touch it. Touch your ribs, massage them, feel them, give the lower ribs a bit of tension, attention. There you go. Give them a bit more attention on the other side. Give your ribs some frequency. There are some nerves on the skin and in between your muscles, fascia, and bones, and all the body parts they love touch. So you need to touch them so that they know what to do. Because usually people think that they can breathe into their belly, which is not. You know, you can't breathe into your belly. The only thing that you can do, let's see, mouth exhale. So if this is your ribs, underneath your ribs, you have a diaphragm. Nice perspective, guys. You have a diaphragm underneath your ribs. And once you inhale, the diaphragm contracts and pushes the organs down. This is why the organs tend to move to the front. But if you're a professional, you won't do that. Then you'll try to move the organs to the sides and to the back. Of course, only nasal breathing. Sarah, did you lose the red trail to the video? No, I didn't. Let me tell you why. Low into the rib cage. Slow through the nose, low into the lungs, low, low, deep. The area that you just touched was deep, slow, and low. Mm. 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 Could continue for longer. These are my ribs. You want the ribs to move together. You want the ribs to move apart. It puts an extra challenge in if we start to hum. I actually didn't want to start humming with you guys now, but just to give you sound. You want to breathe into the diaphragm, to the sides and to the back of your rib cage, not to the throat area. You want to aim for 6 to 10 seconds breath, 6 to 10 times 10 breaths per minute. 6 to 10 breaths per minute. You're aiming for 6 to 10-second exhales. You want to be deep, smooth, silent, nasal. Silent nasal breaths that expand your ribs. Not forceful, not forceful, not forceful. The exercises that I gave you and all the blah blah that I did in the first videos have a reason. They have deep meaning. They were not made to have myself be in front of a camera because honestly, guys, I hate to be in front of the camera. I need you to have dating time with your breath. You know, you go for a date, you don't start to move into house on the first date. You have a sip of tea, you speak a bit, you take time listening to the other person. Same thing now with yourselves. Why does it matter to do LSD breathing for athletes, artists, and high performers? It lowers stress instantly. So if you feel stressed, sit down and do this exercise for 1 minute. Boom. Change. 3 minutes, next level, 10 minutes, it's like being on holidays. It improves your sleep, focus, and keeps you calm under pressure. I should be doing my program as well. It boosts physical endurance and recovery. Swear by God, when I do this like I usually do, if I do this, my recovery is from another planet. The physical endurance of the people that do these exercises, insane. I'm teaching it for a reason. It builds body awareness. Bet you didn't know how much space you could create in your ribs. And this is my forte, emotional regulation. I use this exercise, I use the Oxygen Advantage to enhance emotional regulation, emotional resilience, emotional capacity, and increase the emotional intelligence of my athletes. It's essential for mastering breath holds and CO2 tolerance. If we can't do this well, we can't work hard well. All the inhales and exhales are supposed to be performed softly. Your body wants to feel relaxed. Do this for 5 minutes and notice the shift happening in your emotional landscape, in your mental landscape, and in your physical well-being. With the time, I'll be explaining a bit more about the chemistry that happens in the blood, in the brain, in the blood, in the brain, in the muscles, in your external perspective of the world, brain-wise, and then also in the way your face interacts with your breathing. But for now, guys, I think that's enough information. 5 minutes. Now, don't go fast in the exhale. And you can go just 6 seconds. That's enough. See you on the next video where we'll combine the ball test information with the slow breathing information of the LSD.